What's up? What's up? What's up? I know we're talking to nobody right about now, but we're
I
gonna
know,
just
right?
get on in, get on in. We already know we're gonna let y'all pile in. It's gonna notify
Hey,
y'all,
y'all.
let y'all know that we on live. Let me go ahead and make sure it's streaming everywhere. While you're
What's
piling in,
happening?
go ahead and let me know how your weekend was. What's up? What's up, people?
How
Let's
your
go.
week been?
How it
It's,
been? How it
it's
been?
hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day. And a short week next week.
You know what? And I'm off. I took off like around Christmas up until New Year's. So man, I got a
Ooh, you
nice little.
lucky.
Well, I purposely, because we sit at home and work.
Right.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not really taking no big trips, so I was like, let me just save it for the holidays. So that's what I'm doing. Hey, I see some people. Hey,
No
people.
PTO left.
Y'all better put something in the chat. We don't want to be
y'all,
talking
y'all.
to ourselves. How you doing? How you doing?
I know, right? I see. What's it say? 13 people watching right now. I need all 13 of y'all
Just say
to hit
hey.
that share button.
Mm-hmm.
Well, say hey. Say hey. But hit that share button too.
How y'all murmuring them doing? How you doing? How you doing? But let's go ahead and get to it. I guess we're gonna have who we're gonna have. Okay, thank you, J Rock.
Hey,
We don't
J-Rock.
feel alone no more. Thank you, sir.
Then nobody want to say shit. Acting shy.
Acting funny.
And this is episode what?
20 people. Oh my God.
20.
We made it to 20. We should have cash apps put up. We need $20 from everybody on this chat.
I'm shocked. I can't believe this is episode 20. J-Rock, okay, I see. We got jokes, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You can't miss this dome. You can't miss it.
I must have missed something. He talking about your dome, nice hair. Yes,
I see that dome. Yeah, it's a big one. It is.
All right. Thank you. Finally, I'm seeing people rolling in. Okay.
I know. Okay. What's up, Orlando?
I feel better now. All right. So yes, let's go ahead and get into this. We are talking about marriages today.
Marriage.
We've cut up about everything else, but today we're gonna kind of get into marriage and success, non-success, what have you. But our topic today is, if it shows up, it's delayed. What happens when it's my bad. Wrong one. Check. No, not it. Oh, that is the topic. Then we're gonna get into this. Okay. Blooper reel, woosah. Okay.
Let's get centered.
What happens when someone is not the same after marriage? Let's go ahead and anticipate that, because we're gonna, how we do. We have our facts and stats, so we're gonna break it down to you. Mm-hmm. 3 out of 3, I see you. Okay.
Hey,
MC8. Wish I can call in with this one by Ellie. Wish you could call in.
Right.
Let me put the phone number up. We actually have a
couple stories to tell.
Mm-hmm. This is a phone number with no PIN code, people. Look, y'all special tonight. Y'all are special. Just call the number. No PIN. All right. So yes, what happens when someone is not the same after marriage? Now we're gonna get into this topic more a little bit deeper, but this is what we're going to be talking about. But I want to get in our first key point. Then we'll get into why things happen and etc. We need to first know, what is the marriage success rate currently? Now, I tried to find the marriage success rate, but for some reason, all I could find was the divorce rate. So,
well, I mean, I guess that tells you something.
That tells you something, though. But it was like, to me, I wasn't surprised by it, but it was just like, it is what it is. But basically, according to my research, basically, almost 50% of all marriages in the United States will end in divorce or separation. 50%. And an estimated 41% of all those marriages, so the first marriage in divorce, and 41%, but they go deeper into, second, third, I don't know who keeps getting married, but people out there getting married, but the percentage of it being successful goes a little higher. according to when they get married again. Like they redo it again, and the third time, you know how people are like, oh yeah, I've been married. It's my fifth husband. I'm like, what is going on, ma'am?
You would think that makes sense because you've been through it at least once. So you can at least learn from the mistakes that you made or went through from that first one. And maybe your second one is a little more successful. That don't work out. You learn some shit. Go to marriage number 3, I guess. I know some people who are like, I'm not quitting getting married. I'm going to get married and keep getting married until I stay married, I guess, is how they're thinking. Hey, Virgo Queen.
Hey.
Brian, yes, no pin. Just call the number if you want to call the number. Share your story. Just call. No pin.
Yeah, we got us a new number and we removed the pin for you, so it won't be a lot of hard work this time. Look, we're making it easier for y'all.
We're thinking about y'all.
We care. And we're black shirts today. You know, we love all of you guys. Love and honey. I'm trying to get that to say.
Like they go together.
You know, sometimes we do that though. Either we wear similar things, but yeah, the pizza man is here. Hey, pizza man.
That's because we're here. You know,
yes.
We're planning this shit. It just happens. That's just how we are.
It's just natural like that, ma'am. But what do y'all think about that? I want some calls on this one, you know, because we're gonna get into it.
50%. Like,
do y'all disagree with that? Do y'all believe that? According to it, though, basically, especially with the millennium kids now, what they call them. They're waiting now to get married. So, or not even getting married. So, of course, as our generation's starting to age out and just be like, fuck the marriage. The new generation is kind of like, you know what? I'm gonna follow in y'all footsteps. I don't think, you know, I want to get married either, and et cetera, and et cetera. So, they saying basically by 2016, it just seems like marriages, period. People getting married has declined. So, not surprising. A lot of people are starting to get comfortable with just being, you know, why we got to put a paper on it, you know, why I got to be legalized, you know, we've been together this whole time, you know, so I get it. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. Done it twice. Brian said he done it twice. Never
again, though. Won't be a 3-time loser. See, and that was going to be my next question. Like with that statistic, and maybe you've been through a divorce or two, like, does that make you say, fuck marriage, I'm not doing it again, I don't want to do it again? Like me, I've been through one failed marriage, and I don't have that mentality. Like, I'm not like, fuck marriage, just because I've been through one that didn't work out. I learned a whole lot. I thought I was doing it right because I was 35 when I got married. We were already together for 6 years before we got married. So
you knew them.
You're right. You're thinking, okay, I didn't rush, right? We were together for 6 years. We were living together. Like, what's gonna change? Like, why wouldn't this work out? Why wouldn't this be forever? Was my mentality.
And that's gonna go into what we're gonna be talking about today. Why does it change? Especially when you think you know somebody, been together 6, 10, 11 years. And
the shit still didn't work.
I just don't know what to say. The divorce was rough, taught me a lot of lessons, and one was to never do it again. So you would never, you would never consider that.
Yeah, I didn't get stung like that. I'm hopeful because I'm a dope ass wife. So.
And Lucas, why aren't you ready for it yet? See, this is the conversation we need to have, because it's saying that a lot of people are not getting married nowadays. Why do you don't feel you're ready?
Ready for the next step yet? That's a good question. Yeah.
You say, I haven't been able to drink for 3 years, so I don't think I should be worried about marriage right now. I don't get it.
That's like part of the backstory. I need to know the full backstory. Why haven't you been able to drink for 3 years?
I'm trying to go back and see.
As I sip my Ciroc.
Hey.
I haven't been able to drink for 3 years, so I don't think I should be worried about marriage right now.
Okay. So I guess this one don't have a lot of comments on it, but this was just pretty much the percentage rate. So I figure it was not going to be much of a 50%. Yeah. Like ends in divorce. So it's like,
right.
You know, when you do, oh, congratulations. How long is it gonna happen? That's the question. How long is it gonna last? We start putting bets on people that get married. Let me see how long they go. You know what? This don't look like this is gonna work out. But since we kind of got into the percentage rate, now we need to kind of talk about what causes problems in the marriage. If it happened for me, well, it'll when it needs to. Okay. Well, when I guess you're saying whenever it happens, it'll happen for you. So you're not
happen. You're not rushing. You're not like, oh my God, I want to be a husband. Like some, there are some men out there that's their goal. Their goal is to be a husband. I mean, they're probably few and far between. But
yeah,
I know.
That's why I was like,
I know there's some out there. I know.
Cause me and mine, we waited forever to get damn married.
See, same.
Yeah, and it's still a struggle every day.
Yeah.
I love them lots, but look, if y'all ain't signed up for it, don't sign up for it. That's what I can say.
It's hard.
That is my advice. You gotta work it out. You're 20. Okay.
Oh, Lucas, definitely. You ain't got
you're nowhere near ready.
Marriage right now.
Never done in this lifetime.
I hope you don't have any kids.
Yeah. It would take an incredibly special individual to make me even think about it. But see, you said something there. You never know who you might meet. Sometimes things happen as destiny. You never know who your soulmate is, or if you believe in soulmates. That's a question.
Like when that right one just comes along, I swear it hits you out of nowhere, and you're doing things that you said you would never do. You're saying things and showing emotion that you never thought you would ever show, and the shit just happens.
And they know your every in and out, your everything. You can't hide from them. You can't. Marriage, man. Especially when you know somebody so long, it's like you know how to get up under my skin and everything. It's just like all of that plays in the factor. Bad habits, etc. But we're gonna get into it. We are definitely getting into it. So I found about 6 points. It was more, but I was like, let me make it short and sweet. Don't want to bore everybody. But first thing is money problems.
Oh, definitely.
Of course. The stress of fighting over money constitutes one of the most cited marriage problems that couples face. Of course, if you don't got, if you guys don't talk about that right before and y'all just let's do it and didn't even think about, well, do he have debt? Does she got debt? When you got to put all that together and student loans and all this, and then whoever making the more money, and it's an argument, especially if somebody is spend happy, like to go shop. That can happen. So
definitely.
He said, I think not do.
I said think not do. If you thinking about it, you probably gonna do it.
Yeah. It could have been just hell, I would never. But it's like, well, maybe.
Right.
It's always that maybe. But he said me and my second wife were together for 10 years, married for 5. The ring went on, and that's what we're getting into. That is what we're getting into. We're talking about what happens because, known somebody for so long, and then things you get that ring and just everything just go out the window. But the next one is issues with children. Children brings another potential source of marriage problems. Children are wonderful and can bring wonderful and meaningful gifts into our lives, but it could be, let's say it's I'm just adding on to the definition, but if it's you came into the marriage with someone with children, the kids don't like you, etc. It can just be a lot of things that play into that. Y'all didn't have that conversation about discipline. It could be a whole bunch. The kid just getting away with stuff. You got one parenting style. That person has another one. Y'all clashing on that. So it can just be a lot with children as well, especially if it's not your own. You married, now your stepmom, stepdaddy. But they're like, I don't respect you as my stepmother or stepdaddy. I got my own, Okay, I see this.
Virgo Queen, married once at 35, also divorced. At first, I was on my bitter fucking nigga streak, but since I ain't into women, I had to rethink, reflect, relearn, and most importantly, own my shit. Ooh, yes, because I am a handful. But I would get married again if the circumstances were right. I totally feel you.
You know what? And I love that about that statement, because people always want to throw the fingers as well, but sometimes you got to point them back at yourself just a little bit. Like, what did I do to contribute to this issue? Maybe I was unruly. Maybe I didn't,
Right.
Sometimes it might not be that person. It could be you. And that's you just like, ain't nothing wrong with me. He just, or she just. Okay. But what did you do? Two. It takes two for it to not work now, so I like that. I definitely like that. I do have some questions, but some aren't really related to the topic of tonight. Well, you need to inbox us on Lush Exchange on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Send us some messages, even on the on this thread here. Like, if you want to leave a comment after the show airs, we'll see that after the live jumps off. So if you have anything that you want to talk about, hit us up. We will, because we're always looking for topics. Get a king, not a ring.
Hey. But I mean, I feel like if you have a king, that king is gonna put a ring on it. That's just how I feel.
Get a king, not a ring. Older or step kids, I can speak to that, and I don't regret how I handle my situation for the topic. So I guess you probably had some issues with your step parents. That's what I'm saying. Like, that causes issues. Then you're fighting, and
definitely.
And I'm gonna choose my kids now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just me. I personally, if you disrespected my kids, that's a whole nother thing. But now, if little Bobo is bad as fuck, now.
Not little Bobo.
Now, if he bad as hell, that's a whole different story. But if you just mad all the time, and you just aggressive.
I would say the kids thing was an issue in my marriage towards the end. Like, and they weren't necessarily horrible. Like, it's not like they was getting arrested and, skipping school and into drugs. No. They were just, the normal teenagers. They fly off at the mouth. They have funky ass attitudes.
My daughter, my oldest.
But my ex-husband, he was like total disciplinarian, and that was it. If it wasn't about discipline, he hardly had shit to say to them. Like, he didn't know what was going on in their lives, and they're teenage girls. So you need to be involved at this point. Yeah. Gotcha. And I don't know what flipped, because initially he was a great stepfather. He was very involved, and I don't know what changed between year 1 and 2 and year 6, 7, 8, but towards the end there, like, it was horrible, because anytime I had to go out of town, like if I went out of town for pure romance conferences or whatever, like, I would make arrangements for them to go somewhere else instead of staying at home while I was gone. Like, that's their home too. Why is it that bad to where they don't want to be around him if I'm not home? So it became, that was part of the issue towards the end of my marriage, was they were not feeling him at all, and obviously he wasn't feeling them. But I didn't know why, because they weren't horrible. They were just, it was normal teenage bullshit. Laziness, not doing their chores, talking back, all that kind of shit. But I don't know where that disconnect happened, but that was definitely one of the things that sent me over. Like, I can't do this anymore.
Pizza Man said maybe he just got tired of them, but they're children.
Right.
You're married to me. Like he said, that's what you signed up for, though. Like,
you were there. Yeah, right. You were there when they were little. Now, 8 years down the line, all of a sudden you're tired of them. Like, that doesn't compute to me. Like, no, that's unacceptable. No.
Okay.
You tried it, though.
Another one is daily stress, of course. Now, not necessarily equivalent to the marriage stress, but sometimes we deal with our own stressing issues, insecurities, etc. That already exist. Yes, and it already exists. And you bring that into the marriage, and y'all didn't go to this, family counseling before, and work all of those issues out beforehand. So somebody might be dealing with, bipolar and anxiety and things like that you now you living with this person. It's like, this is who you are now. The sweet person went out the way. And now I'm seeing, the real you, So, but yeah, being more likely to be impatient when they get home, they may handle conflicts less expertly and may have less emotional energy to devote to nurturing their partner and their relationship. So, meaning you don't even know how to handle it, because you wasn't seeing this before the marriage, but now you seeing it full blown. It's like, I don't even know what to do in this situation, especially if a person is just like, I don't want to talk about it. Now, just mad, want to fight all the time. All y'all do is argue and fight. Let's come to a compromise. Let's sit down and what's going on instead of you just want to, I want to drink and be pumped up all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I get that, but I want to see some of these comments. When you marry, a lot change. I'm sorry, I didn't read that comment. When you marry the mother, father, you're married the kids too. There's lots on some people, but
they don't. Yeah,
you sign up for that. I mean, it's not like the kids just popped up out of nowhere. You know about them,
right?
So if you just really wasn't with it, you shouldn't have gotten married. That's just how I look at it. Mm-hmm. And when you married, a lot change come in. Both chemistry, just wanted to be married in life. Yeah, you said that, because some people just get married for just the heck of it. It's like, hey,
they just want that title, that husband and wife title. A lot of people don't really understand what that really means. Mm-hmm. Like, this is for life. You're supposed to be in this. Not when you get pissed off or the person gets on your damn nerves. Oh, I can't deal with this shit no more. I want a divorce. Like, that's not what it's supposed to be. This shit's supposed to be for life.
Virgo Queen.
Look, the ring is symbolic. Marriage is like a bank account. Basic accounting teaches you that you can't make more withdrawals than deposits. You wind up in the red. You got a bankrupt/fold because pressure busts pipes. Absolutely. Girl. 100% feel you on that.
Go ahead, girl. You hitting us with these gems today, girl. But the next one is a busy schedule. Y'all don't put a mortgage on the house. Now y'all got to go work for it. Both of y'all got different schedules. You got to be home because the kids got to be at a certain time. You got to be, he work overnight because he, busy lives. So y'all probably barely even see each other. It's just more of a, hey, babe, okay, I'm going to work. All right, good night. I'm going to sleep. That type of deal. Because it just, just imagine, kids, stresses of that. Then you barely can see each other. Then, let's just say y'all do find like 10 minutes of a time. She's tired. He's upset. Y'all mad. Y'all can't even get intimate. It's just so much that goes into it. So it's just like, you know what? You sleep on the couch. Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't even want to beg do anything. She ain't even with it. So it just comes with a lot of things that happen. And people, we're going to get into that deeper about the changes in people. But I was married for 14 years. And once the ring went on, yeah.
That's what we're here to talk about. Like, why? Why do you think she changed? And how did she change? I want to know how.
Mm-hmm. And look, the numbers at the bottom, y'all can always call. Is it really a life achievement or just a show? For a lot of people, it's just for a show. Like, I'm married.
Like I said, they just want that title. I'm a wife or I'm a husband.
Yeah. Especially the way, my husband. Like every time you meet you ever met that one person that just gotta always, my husband. Like, really, that's just a little word to say. You just proud to say it all the time. Like, we don't care about your husband every time we got to get together. See, I went through the sleeping on the couch phase. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because y'all just couldn't connect. After a while, she probably just wouldn't even get sexy or nothing. Or he, you never know. It's like, it's to the point like, I don't even feel like I'm not even in the mood anymore. I just,
my
kids
friend,
piss me off.
I posed this question to my friend who's been married a very long time. And I was like, what changes after? He was like, shit, when we were dating, she would come to bed all sexy. See, after marriage, she come into bed with wraps all on her head, big ass house coats, why? Mm-hmm. But me personally, I don't understand that. Like, why would that change? Like, I don't wear bonnets. I don't wear head wraps. I don't own a robe. That's something I'd like to change, but it's something I would never fucking wear to bed. Like, for me, The less I'm wearing in bed is the better. The less is more for me. I don't like a bunch of clothes and shit coming to bed.
Sweat.
So
like,
I don't understand.
I sweat in my sleep.
Coming to bed with a bunch of clothes on, and I damn sure not a head wrap. I guess I don't need it really. I put my shit in a ponytail or just let it fly. How I wake up is how I wake up. I don't care. But yeah, I mean, I get if it's, you know, necessary and it's, you know, self-care and you're maintaining your hairstyle, but there's a way to make it at least look like you're giving forth some effort. Like, don't nobody want to stare at a head wrap every night.
Exactly.
Or a big ass bonnet every night.
Exactly.
I don't.
I'm blessed to have a good grade of hair, so I can just do something to it real quick and be done with it. But look,
yeah,
I sleep weird. I have to have one leg out. Like, I get hot and cold and hot and cold. I sleep weird as crazy. Like, I sweat in my sleep, so I can't stand to have just like a whole bunch of clothes on. Like, who does that? So I have to sleep pretty much butt ass naked most of the time. Of course, sometimes I might throw on a little something, depending on who in the house, because my kids just don't, you know how to knock and, you know, but
yeah.
Most of the time, get less sex compared to when we were dating. Yeah. Sometimes love is gone and the person is just used to you. That's another one. Definitely.
I'm like, why stay at that point? If the love is gone, why are you staying?
Some
why
people
are you trying to make something work that's not working? I
can go into that. And I'll go into it, then we can kind of bring this into our why people change topic. But
okay.
The financial part of it, somebody didn't, you know, they're used to, let's say that person's the breadwinner and you're used to somebody taking care of all your things. And then you never establish yourself enough to kind of be successful on your own. So now it becomes a dependency.
So they stuck, basically.
They're stuck, you know, and you don't, you know, sever your ties with your family. So you can't go on over to their house and, you know, shack up with them. No. Like, well, we try to extend the arm out to you. We try to help you. And then you ain't got nowhere to go. So
right.
You can just
you stay your ass there, huh?
Stay your ass there. Pissed off as hell. But them bills paid, though. Them bills paid.
Fuck that. I'd rather struggle by myself than be with somebody who pays all of the bills and I'm fucking miserable as fuck. Like, hell no. I'll struggle on my own. Thank you.
Exactly. But another one is poor communication. Of course, you know that's a given.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can't communicate. Y'all just
that's a deal breaker for me. We ain't even gonna make it to marriage.
Damaging attitudes, just don't even want to even attempt to try to. Just always mad all the time. Why the hell? Like, why are you so irritated at me all the time? The dish is a dish in the sink. I'm mad about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I just got off of work and you ain't warm my meal up. Well, I'm mad about that. Like, what is going on? Can you chill?
You keep making and keep doing something to me that rah.
With my hands. That's what I'm saying. See, look, we're speaking some real truth right here.
Right. That's when it's gone. And if it's gone, god dang it, move the fuck around. Don't stay here and making me miserable.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just pissed off all the damn time. That's like my stepdad.
You ain't ever happy? Are you ever happy?
That's my stepdad. He just be mad. I'm like, why are you so upset, sir? Christmas Day, you upset. The day of you supposed to be happy, you mad about stuff like
right. That's a miserable life.
And then last but not least, bad habits. So of course, y'all was courting. You didn't see those habits before. You know, you wasn't living together. But you know, she brushed her teeth a certain way and leave it on, you know, she leave a toothbrush laying on the counter. You know, she throw her clothes on the floor. Don't pick them up.
Don't squeeze from the middle. That's a deal breaker. I see that shit. I'm seeing red.
Ooh, that's what I'm saying.
Don't squeeze it there. Don't squeeze it in the middle of the damn
habits of people.
I can't do it.
Y'all date Ike Turner and Joe Jackson. It be like that sometimes. It be like that. Wake up mad,
raise hell all day, go to bed. See, that's a miserable life.
And that's something you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to go to bed mad at all. As if anything, you don't go to bed mad at all, because you're gonna wake up on that same funk. Just be go to work mad, driving mad, just mad. Like, dude, I don't even want to be around you. You just irritate me.
That's hard. No negativity. I can't do.
But that's all I have for those steps. So, of course, the numbers at the bottom, people, I need for y'all to call and give us some. I see some lovely comments. Ain't nobody ever called.
Right.
Y'all don't love us. Y'all don't love us. Or y'all scared. That's what it is. We're not going to hurt you. How about this? Do you want to come on the stream? Because we've been doing this, lately. We've been actually inviting people on the stream to get on. Now, they don't have to show their camera. Would that be easier for you versus calling in? You want to join us on the panel? I mean, we can try to implement that. But, and that's why we're divorced, amongst other things. Yeah. So, hey, those are the steps. So that's pretty much the cause of, marriages kind of having issues. Now we're going to go into what happens when things change. So now you know why, what can kind of cause these things to change. But now what? What happens? You got married and she or he is not the person you thought they were.
Oh,
you're seeing their truths. You're seeing their true.
Because for me, like I said, we were together for 6 years before we even got married. So you think you know a person, right?
Exactly. You would think. You
would think. Okay, so for like that whole first 6 years, I always made more money than he did. But I never treated him like he was less than. He was still the man of the house. He still made, all of the decisions or whatever. I handled, the majority of the bills. He would, chip in wherever he could chip in. Then he ended up losing like his whack job. And then instead of getting another whack job, I supported us while he went to school to be an electrician. Because of course, after you complete that, you're going to get a way better job, right? So supported, our household while he went to school. He finished, graduated the program, has a great job now. But boy, when we got married, and then maybe a year or two after we got married, he started getting, the good jobs. And I don't know what happened, but like a switch went off, and it seemed like all of a sudden I did not know who that man was. Like when we were broke and we were struggling, we were making it. I kept our heads above water, but when we were broke, we were happy as hell. Couldn't get no happier when we were broke. Now, fast forward to when he got, the great job, making great money, making more than he's ever made in his entire life, probably making double my salary. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, like, I didn't know who he was. Like, it was like all of a sudden I was living with a stranger. And I didn't understand, because if anything, financing and struggling with your finances, that's a reason to break up. But for some reason, it was the opposite for us. We were struggling, but damn it, we were happy as hell as far as love went. But when money wasn't an issue and paying the bills wasn't an issue, we didn't get along at all of a sudden. So I didn't understand that part, because usually it's the opposite. When it's hard and you're struggling, it creates stress. That was one of the main reasons why divorces happen, finances, right? Mm-hmm. But with us, it was the opposite. Like, why, when we were struggling, we were happy as fuck. We pulled off getting married. I practically paid for the whole, wedding by myself. But when we were, struggling, I didn't understand. We were happy then, but when we're not having to worry about money, all of a sudden we weren't happy at all. So
I don't know. I think because the fact that sometimes we give a little too much of ourselves to people, and he was just like, oh, I ain't even got to work, and I can go to school and do what I need to do. She's gonna take care of everything. Oh, we happy. Yeah, we happy, all right. And then he really got out there, and then maybe somebody was starting to sniff around him a little bit when he started making that little bit of money. You know, sometimes the more you make, the more you look better to people. People started throwing themselves, or, I just feel like he was getting in the big head somewhere. He started feeling himself just a little much. And it's like, you know what? You're basic. I'm going to go on over here and do what I need to do because, I'm making money. I'm hanging with the people with money. And, some people get that new attitude is what I'm trying to say. Just get that little, I'm beyond you at this point. We struggle, but I ain't about that life anymore. I want to live this lavish life and leave you behind, type of deal. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
That's a good point. But yeah, that was mind-boggling to me. Like, really? If we're stressing about money, shouldn't we be unhappy? Shouldn't we be arguing and shit? But no, that wasn't the case. We did not get along until money wasn't an issue, which was crazy to me.
Oh, somebody said this right here. Sorry to say you was the anchor till he got on his feet. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes we help him. I mean, but not saying you're not supposed to do that, though. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to help your husband. You're supposed to do. But some people take that as a leverage. Like, they're not really seeing the bigger picture here. It's like, oh, she's gonna help me make sure I get taken care of and do what I need to do because you couldn't do it by yourself. You see? So you got with somebody really, really willing. Like, we're gonna struggle, but I'm gonna make sure we eat and take care of things. So it's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you do that. Let me go ahead and get me better, and then leave you. Type of deal. So
I say that it wasn't really that because I'm the one that wanted the divorce.
Okay.
I mean, once it ended, I was the one that was like, I can't do this anymore. Let him tell it. We were fine, and he was happy. But that's not at all what I felt. Like, I didn't even know you at 14. So I guess I'll never know, but I'm fine now that it's been 2.5 years later. I learned a lot. Definitely learned a lot. And I think next time around, it'll be a totally different story.
See? Yeah. And then you live and learn, but like I said, what you're not supposed to, like, it's like, how do you go about a marriage? You're supposed to support your mate. You're supposed to encourage them. And, so it's like, it's a thin line with that one. Cause it's like, some people could just take that as an advantage. Like, oh, okay, I'm gonna use you.
Brian.
But you're supposed to be equally yoked. You're not supposed to be the background until his foreground get together. It don't work like that.
That's a good point.
Speaking some truth. We got these phone lines. Ain't no look. Y'all gonna call us one day. Not even Mad Mike. Where you at, Mad Mike?
We can always count on a call from Mad Mike.
But yeah, so that's what happens. It's just like, as well as another change. Like, of course, somebody said in the comments, they banging like jackrabbits. Then it turned into the soup kitchen line. Well, Brian. When before y'all got together, it was just boom, 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 boom all the time.
Every other day.
But now, you pokers, like, you know what?
Towards the end, I swear it was like we probably had sex once a month. And me, I'm a very sexual person. Like, once a month? Are you fucking kidding me? And it is not because I'm not initiating, because sometimes men are like, well, she never initiates, and I'm tired of always initiating. That wasn't the case with me. I would initiate, and I would get turned down. And I was like, the fuck? What? You what? So I that didn't compute for me. Like, once a month, that ain't gonna work.
Somebody's singing "If You Don't Know."
If you don't know me by now, you wouldn't.
Sometimes you don't really know that person though. Like, if I don't know you when we first started, and then I'm getting to know you, it happens that way.
Know a person? When do you ever know a person? Really, I would like
exactly.
to know that.
It's Yeah,
is it 1 year? Is it 2 years? Is it 3, 4, 5? Like, when do you ever feel like you really truly know a person?
That's a good question, Nikki. Like, what is the timeline to really, really, like, people that are actually married and successfully married at it? How long it took you to really, really know this person? Like, from top to bottom.
I don't think you ever truly know a person. You know why? Because certain circumstances and experience can change a person. And with marriage, you have to make a conscious effort to love that person no matter what. I don't care if they change. Guess what you have to do? You have to relearn who they are now, and you have to make a choice to love who they are now. I think we have a caller.
Oh, do we?
Hello? Okay, maybe not. But yeah, I think I read an article one time, and it was right after I got divorced, and it was mind blowing to me. I was like, wow, that shit is true. Like, you can't expect a person to stay the same. You married a person at the time that you married them, but you can't expect that person to just stay that same way. Maybe they'll gain weight. Maybe they'll lose weight.
Yeah, there are some changes that you can't control. You're right.
Maybe they'll get some sort of self-confidence about themselves, and now they're a new person. Maybe they'll accomplish something, and now they're changed. And guess what you have to do? You have to make a conscious effort to relearn that person and love who they are now. You can't be like, well, you're not the same. I don't love you anymore. That's not what marriage is about. You have to make a conscious effort to love, even if they change. So I think that's a misconception. Like, you shouldn't expect somebody to stay the same in order for you to love them. That's conditional love. That's not unconditional love.
And that's what I'm dealing with now. Like, at first I was kind of like holding back on what I wanted to do, and now that I'm found something I really enjoy doing, and I'm being successful at it. Oh, well, you don't have a lot of time, and I'm you entertaining all these people, and you don't even watch you don't even watch my shows, you don't even share it.
See, that support thing, that's huge for me. Like, if you can't support my dreams and my goals and what I want to do, like, why are you here? Like, that's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing. He was with me when I wanted to start this whole thing. Let's go get books, and let's, I'm excited about it. But then it's like, okay, now I'm doing it. It changed. It was like, where's the support and the eagerness about it? At first, he was excited about it. Let's go to the library, or bookstore and get some things, and let's work on your craft. Now it's like, do you even look at it? Are you even watching this? No.
See. Hey, Derek, why and how should someone else's unhappiness with money be important to one another?
Trying to understand that. Someone else's with money be important to one another. Unhappiness with money. I'm trying to understand that one.
Yeah, I need a little bit more of elaboration.
Maybe someone's, I don't know. I don't know. You got to explain that a little bit better.
Do you two believe in the saying that suggests who you choose to marry should be your best friend? I do. Like, you should be my go-to person when I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm angry. Like, you should be my person that I can go to about anything. So yes, I do believe in the saying. I do believe my husband should be my best friend.
Yeah. Because, like with mine, it's like when we do get together and just spend some time and hang, like, it's like, we're homeboys, and, we kick back, and it's not like a whole.
Okay, we do have a caller this time.
Okay.
Hey, caller, can you hear me? Hello?
I see them.
I hear you. Quit all that heavy breathing. What you got to say? Maybe they don't want to talk.
Okay, they hung up. All right. So maybe they had some issues.
I know somebody there.
I can see it too on my thing. So now I know when.
Oh, okay.
So I can see when it's coming. There
they
go again. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. You having some issues.
You having some technical difficulties. Okay, Brian said you can relearn a person and get to know them, but if they go from Snow White to Cruella de Vil damn near overnight, ... Yeah. I mean, overnight, that's...
I think whoever that is, well, I see who it is, but
what's going on? Because I can hear them. Why can't they?
They're having issues. That's why they keep hanging up, calling back. So they're having some issues because we can hear them, but I don't know what's going on.
Mama, I am not about to play with you tonight. We need to normalize cheating. I'm not about to play with you.
No, sir. No.
Michael K, it's the chase that makes things fun and not see the bad shit.
Yeah. You know what? You said something right there. Because you know, when you trying to get with somebody, that's fun. Y'all having sex all the time. It's exciting. It's new. But see, with marriage, people don't realize, okay, now your body's kind of slowing down. Now, you know, you got a lot more on your plate going on. You know, you kind of got things change. So you have to be able to be willing, like she said earlier, you got to be able to handle it. You know, you got to like adjust to changes, like normal changes now. Normal changes. You got to be able to willing to learn and adjust to that. Because you're not going to be a size 2 all your life. So is that that's what you should be thinking about when your body changes and things like that happens. Is that subject for divorce? Is that right?
Right. Okay, Emerson, there's a saying that goes, men marry women with the hope they will never change. Women marry men with the hope they will change. Oh, invariably, they are both disappointed. I think it rings true. Emerson! Oh my God.
That's the comment right there.
You hit the nail on the fucking head with that one.
Because we gonna just change. He's gonna change when we get married. We got
caller.
Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
We have two callers, it looks like. Okay. How you doing?
That's why I'm muted. Okay, hello. Can you hear me? So I don't know. I've never had more than one caller at a time, and it looks like there's two, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know. But
well, let's keep going.
I'm not muted right now, and I can't hear them.
I don't know. Can you hear me?
I don't even know who to go.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Hey, what's going on, ladies?
Hey.
What's going on, ladies? How y'all doing?
We're great. How are you?
I am lovely. I see where y'all saying with. I think what the issue with the marriages nowadays is, I think more so we live kind of in this society where they are not really promoting marriages like they used to. It's all about this freedom and polygamy and all that good stuff that goes on.
Someone on another number got a bad line. It's because every time I look, it's whoever on the other line is messing up.
It's just cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her.
Cheaper to keep her, huh?
It's cheaper to keep her. Like I said, people are just afraid to commit nowadays. It's about finding the next shiny toy out here now.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I can say from personal experience, like I said, I can't be out. I can't be. Listen. Hey, goddamn it! Hold on.
What is going on today?
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just keep it a keeper. I'm just gonna keep it at that.
You're gonna keep it at that, keeper to keeper. Okay. Well,
appreciate
you. Thank you for calling.
All right.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Who is this other person?
Okay, caller, can you hear me?
I most definitely can.
Well, hello.
I'm ready. Like Carla said, man, it's cheaper to keep her. All right, I don't think anybody can deny that. But on the serious stuff, I think why most any relationship, not just a marriage, I think it just comes down to one simple fact that most people don't want to look stupid. Most people are afraid of mistakes. Everybody has this idea, and maybe social media has, really put it out there where everything in everyone's life, you do anything wrong at home, your kids fail, they go to jail or whatever, it's all on social media. And maybe that has a lot to do, but I think a lot of people are just afraid of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything has become, I have to be perfect. If I'm not perfect, then I'm not the best. And a lot of people just afraid of failure, man. And I think that's the major issue with a lot of people, and it's just afraid of failure, and they don't want to be clowned by their homeboys. They don't want to be clowned by their homegirls. They don't want to be clowned by their family. They don't want to hear certain things. So I think that's a major issue with a lot of just marriages. And a lot of people just get into just to prove something to either, that person or persons that didn't necessarily agree with it to begin with. So they're in a predicament where it's like, okay, they don't like it. I'm gonna show their ass. I'm gonna make this shit work. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things, but I think mainly it comes down to ego. Sometimes you just gotta learn when shit isn't gonna happen, and it's just not a good idea to just try to stay in any type of relationship, whether it's a marriage or friendship. This shit ain't gonna work. Let's stop trying to force it to work and just take an L. Motherfuckers don't know how to take an L these days. They don't. Motherfuckers don't know how to take an L. I mean, you see a lot of damn people. I don't know if you've ever seen a lot of videos where motherfuckers he gets slapped, he get punched a billion times, and he just keep getting up and keep coming. Like, bro, stay your ass down. Like Nate Robinson. That motherfucker just hit his ass whoop. But he keeps getting up. Stay your ass down.
Throw in the damn towel.
Lay down. Quit. That's what a lot of motherfuckers don't like to do. So that's what it comes down to me. So, you girls, as always, I'll always killing shit. Y'all keep killing it. Love
Appreciate
you guys
you.
to death.
Thank you.
Hey.
Bye.
Deuces. Finally, we got two calls back to back.
Right. That's never happened though. 2 calls at the same time. I feel really good about that. But I wanna touch on Emerson's comment real quick because shit. Like you just read my whole entire marriage basically. Because even though we were together 6 years before we married, I was 35. You think, okay, I waited. I think I know this person. What it all boils down to, I married him for the wrong reason. I married him because I wanted him to change. There were things about him that I was not happy with, and I was hoping, maybe later on down the line, certain habits and certain ways about him would change.
Oh.
He probably married me hoping that I would not change, and that the opposite is what happened. I was bored sitting in the damn house watching you play Xbox all fucking day. And I was bored just working my job all day. I was bored, just being mom. I wanted to do something that was just me and only me. And it took me out of the house. I got to laugh and have fun and talk about sex. And I was paid very well for it. So it became more than just a hobby, because when I started, it was just going to be a hobby for me. I wasn't serious. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just wanted something to do because I was fucking bored out of my fucking mind. And I didn't expect for it to turn into something I genuinely love doing 6 years later. Matter of fact, tomorrow is my 6-year anniversary. I didn't expect for it to turn into something that I love doing and something that I could imagine only doing that. So once I got into my own business and being, self-sufficient and having some self-confidence about myself, because if I'm being totally, completely honest, I didn't have a lot when I first got married. So it changed me. It changed the person that I was.
You became a better person.
I was a completely different woman than the one that he married. And so Emerson's comment really, really hit home for me, because that's exactly what happened in my marriage. I completely changed, and I wanted him to change, but he didn't. I mean, he did, but in a bad way. But man, that really hit home for me, because that's exactly what happened. And I couldn't make the decision to love him for who he already was without him changing. And he obviously couldn't make the decision to love the new Nikki and who I was after, my business and new self-confidence and all of that stuff. So, woo! I wonder, Emerson, if this is the first time you're watching. I'm elated that you're watching. Love you to death. That's an old friend of mine that I've known since fucking high school. So I've known him a long time. But yes, he just read my whole marriage, basically.
You know what? And I'm going to elaborate on that, because honestly, I think I'm currently in a situation where it's just like, I am kind of finding myself. I am trying to, I'm like, I like this a little bit. And I get busy in it. Sometimes I do get extremely busy in it. And sometimes I do have to kind of like, okay, wait a minute.
And this ain't your only show. Like, you handle like fucking 6 or 7 shows, it seems like. So
yeah. Like, if I'm in the background. Yeah, I'm very busy, but I'm doing it because I definitely just don't want to be working for no one ever.
That part.
That's my goal. That is my goal. I don't want to work for anybody anymore. I want to work for myself. I want to make this something lucrative I can pass to my children, etc., etc. So I'm working hard, because at first I was kind of pulling myself back, trying to cater, and you know what? That dream, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm married, like his thing is, you're not a social butterfly, all this kind of stuff. You don't, that's not you. You're not a people person. I can be antisocial, yes, but to an extent.
Fool me.
To an extent. Like, I do kind of like to curl up and, in my house and chill, and but I have two sides though. Something like, I don't want to do that all the time.
Our moods. Yeah,
I don't want to do that all the time. I want to entertain. I want to, meet people. I want to talk to people, because I used to tailgate football games. I met a hell of a lot of people. That's how it started with this Atlanta Falcons Nation thing. I was just meeting random people, and it was just all love. We used to like get together and off games and party and have a good time. I was enjoying myself. So
yeah.
So his thing is, you're just putting on for people, and that's not you. He want me to pull all the way back and just, okay. I'm a wife. I'm a wife. And then now, you helped me to start this thing, let's do it. I'm excited about this. You finally got something you want to do. Let's go get books. Let's go study. Let's do this. Even with the football thing, like, I want to perfect my craft. I want to film study. I want to do, I want to really get deep into my knowledge of football, not just what I know. I really truly want to really, really, really learn it. And he's like, yeah, he's excited about that type of stuff. We can do that. But, it's just, what it really is what I don't like is he doesn't want to grow with me. I'm like, I mean, what do you want to do? What are you trying to do? So that's our problem. It's our problem. But I ain't going to talk about me too much longer. I'm going to go ahead and get into
Virgo
comments.
Queen says nothing stays the same.
Mm-hmm.
The business marriage is going to have its highs and lows. Growth and maturation should be an intricate part of the business marriage plan. Problems occur with stagnant partners. Amos, she brought the Bible into it, y'all. Amos 3:3. Can two walk together except they agree? The two can't be one if one is going left and the other is going right. Growth should be in the same direction at least.
That's what I'm saying. I just said that.
I agree.
I'm growing in a different direction. And it's like, well, you're leaving me behind.
Right.
You don't have a lot of time for me. But I'm like, you could be helping. You could be doing this with me.
You could be a part of it. Like me, my partner, the person I end up with is going to be involved. I would love for him to be involved in everything that I do. Mm-hmm. That's Lush Exchange. Mm-hmm. That's pure romance. That's
you don't have to be on camera.
And I want to be involved in what you're doing. If you have a podcast or you have dreams and goals, damn it, I'm going to be right there with you, pushing you towards those goals. Like, that's how it should be. It should be all about growth. And she's right. If one person is stagnant, the shit's not going to work. Brian said, hell, I read my marriage too. I married her too for all the wrong reasons. And I mean, shit, you live and you learn, because that's a big lesson that I learned. You can't marry somebody hoping that they're going to change.
Yeah.
You can count on them changing, but it might not necessarily be the way that you want them to change. Mm-hmm. So you still have to love them for whoever they are after that change. And that's what we obviously couldn't do that. So lesson learned.
That's my dilemma. You don't want to move with me. Like, you can be in the background. You ain't got to be in the forefront. Just,
I mean, right. But I would like you to be involved. I would like you to care about what the fuck I'm doing.
Exactly. So, on that note, Miss Nikki, that's all I had on as far as key points as far as marriages. What happens if it changes? So,
I had a sidebar conversation that I wanted to get into. So, sidebar conversation is this. This is the question. What are some reasons that people rush to get into a relationship only to act like they're single once they get into it? Now, my point of view on that is the idea of a relationship sounds great. Like, everybody wants to have that person. I won't say everybody, but the majority of people want to have a person to share their life with. Mm-hmm. Some, so much so that they will settle for somebody who's giving them attention and making them feel good, but that person does not have their heart. That person is not into it like you want them to be into it. So they're trying to do the absolute minimum to keep you sitting there, loving them, and they're still looking for other options because their heart is not really happy. You don't really have that person's heart. If they're still acting like they're single once they get into a relationship with you, that person's not happy. You are not that person's first choice. So what you are is a safe haven, and you're just something at this point.
Is that kind of transpose? Does that transpire into marriage? Like what he said, marrying for the wrong reasons, basically.
Yeah,
just to shut your ass up. We've been together 10 years.
You settled.
Ring on it. God damn, we're gonna get married.
You settled, but you're not really happy. So you doing all kinds. You're disrespecting, the relationship. You lying. You getting caught doing shit you shouldn't be doing for a person who's in a committed relationship. And what that boils down to is the person you're with is not who you really want. Because if it is somebody you really want, then you're going to do everything in your power to make sure that person knows they're wanted. So if you acting single and all that type of shit, you're not happy. And why are you pretending? Let that shit go. You wasting somebody's time, and time you cannot get back. Like, stop being childish.
Especially the ones that would just know it's happening and just sit there and just cry about it, and then just put them back on and come on in. You can come on back.
Something nice, or you fuck you real good and you right back in. No, you have to make the decision to.
I'm done.
To and want better for you. Like, you know, this person is on some bullshit. Like, it shouldn't take somebody else telling you this person is on some bullshit. Like, people show you who they are. It's sometimes we ourselves have a problem in believing what we're being shown. You want to believe in the potential rather than the person that they're actually showing you that they are. I think that's where we fuck up at. You want to believe in potential and instead of what they're showing you.
Yeah. So doing what they think they should be doing based on their age, where they are in life, society, and family pressures to tell them to be with somebody. Oh man, then you rush into it. Oh, you 35, you ain't married yet, you ain't got kids yet. Yep, absolutely. You see your other friends, all of them married. They walking around. Yeah, we married. This the married crew. We married. My husband. We gonna go do couples things because we married up in here. You know, I'm gonna get married too, so I can be a part of the couples and the marriage and do couple shit. But guess what? What you see on the surface might not be what they trying to portray to you. Like, it could be not a happy home, but you know, on surface, oh, my husband, oh, everything's going so great. You can't go by that Facebook post. You can't be going by that stuff, man. You don't believe everything you see sometimes. So you try to impress somebody and be like other people. You need to be into that relationship because both of y'all want to be in it.
Right. Michelle says some just like the benefits they get from you, like the way you treat them or the way you make them feel. That doesn't necessarily mean they are into you. Absolutely. And that's a selfish MF. Like they just want you to hang around because you're safe and you're backup plan for, maybe I'm looking for something else. You're not quite it, but you're safe. So I'm gonna keep you around while I'm still looking for what I really want.
And why are you confused, Lamont?
Yeah, what are you confused about, sir?
Let us know. How can we explain it a little bit better? And of course, you make them feel good, but they don't make you feel good.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're doing everything for them.
So they keep you around for that reason and that reason only. While they continue, hoping something better comes along. And that's bullshit. You're wasting that person's time. You need to let that person go. Let somebody else make them happy.
I'm saying we enable people and we hold on too long.
Yes, definitely.
For self.
Yeah, that's like the number one. Like whenever somebody says, what do you wish you would have done? What's the ultimate thing you would have done differently? And my thing was ended it sooner, because 9 years, I was with him for 9 years. If I would have done anything differently, it was ended it sooner.
I get it. Sometimes it take us, or you gotta, I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. Boy, let me wait about it. Let me wait a minute. But then it's like, what? Something in you just like, okay, I absolutely had enough. And sometimes you wait a little too long. And like you said, maybe it should have happened a little earlier, but you don't got, sometimes, especially when you don't have like girlfriends in your ear, like encouraging you. And, because sometimes you have those friends like, girl, you better stay married. And, girl, what your time out?
Right.
Y'all need to stick it out, work it out. You be having them friends trying to keep you married. So sometimes you might not have, associates you can kind of just talk about that with, especially y'all not going to family counseling and nothing like that. It's something you got to deal with, especially when the kids are involved and, they not getting along with the person and he's not getting along. Like it's just a whole bunch of things. Whole bunch.
Right.
Whole bunch.
Yup.
Anybody else? Anybody else? I guess we can go ahead and you want to wrap it up. Looks like we are slowing down here. It's Wednesday night. We can go ahead and give you guys back your evening. We appreciate you tuning in. Let's go ahead and get into our aftershock.
Which I don't have.
Which I never have. Never, ever have. Well, I guess I could elaborate on something.
Okay.
How about toxic people? That's my topic today. Like how you hold on to your marriages. Sometimes we hold on to friendships we shouldn't be holding on to. Sometimes by association. Sometimes when people don't see the wrongs in their ways. And it's just like, sometimes your friends, they don't have your best interest at heart. You know, it's just like, it's just about me. It's just about me. I don't care what's going on, you know. But when someone is truly trying to hurt you, you know somebody that is truly trying to tear you down. They just, some reason they just can't get it into their heart to just ever be understanding of you. You know, they just, I don't like what you're doing. I don't care for it. So I'm just going to make your life a living hell. I'm just going to always just be confrontational. Well, did I say that right? Whatever. I'm always just cause conflict and issues. And I don't care. I don't like you. I don't, you know, and you continue to do that. Now I've moved on though. Like I'm not thinking about that person. I'm not, you know, I'm living my life. I'm living my best life. I'm just enjoying it. But you just always just some kind of way that person just always rear their ugly head back into the circle some type of way. And guess what? You're the bridge to that. But you don't see the problem in association and communication with those very people that want to create that negativity and that negative energy. That's one thing I've learned about when I started talking to my therapist. You got to let that negative stuff, that toxic stuff go. Sometimes it can be people that you absolutely love. It can hurt. But in order for you to get your, you know, find your peace, sometimes you have to do things you don't truly want to do. But you have to. It's important for your mental. So people, if you got somebody that's just, you just holding on to, you know, you love them to death and everything else, but they just don't do right by you, you got to let them go.
Yeah.
You got to let them go. And that's all I got to say on that. Oh, Virgo. I always say some people don't need to be aboard ships, friendships, situationship, relationship. They have way too much baggage, toxicity. I can't even get the word out. And need to be sitting on the clock on the dock of the bay, watching the ships go by. Look, girl, you just throwing these gems up in here. But seriously.
Right. Okay, my aftershock is very simple. And if you are in the Dallas area next week on Christmas Eve, I am going to be a part of Trap and Shop this year in Dallas. And it's going to be myself and a few other vendors where you can come get your shop on for last minute gifts. Or if you're done with all of your Christmas shopping, spoil yourself. Because let me tell you, get you some Pure Romance products. I will have products on hand to sell there. But also, my cousin, Z, she is the soap goat. And she makes handmade soaps for your yoni or your face or whatever. And her soaps are amazing. Like, I only use her soaps now. That's all I use. So I encourage you, come support Black-owned businesses, shop small. We really, really, really appreciate you for that, especially now during this pandemic, because it has hurt. It has hurt a lot of businesses. So come out. I know there's the pickle lady that's going to be there. There's myself that's going to be there with Pure Romance products on hand. And then she's going to be there with her amazing yoni soaps and facial soaps, and her body butter is to die for. So y'all come out and support. I put the address and the time from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Come support. Come just say hi even. I don't care. But I'm going to be there all day in Dallas. So y'all come say hi and come shop. Okay. Treat yourself, because I'm sure by then you done bought everybody's Christmas presents by then. But if you're not and you need some last minute stuff, that is the place that you need to be at. Trap and Shop, December 24th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Okay.
Come say hi.
Yeah, I'll take a note of that. I'm keep it up there. But I see somebody that came late to the party. Who that lady is?
You a little late. You a lot of late.
But if you're late, you can always watch this on the rewind, as well as right after this. I always upload it on the audio, Spotify, Apple Podcast. So in case you just couldn't watch this on YouTube, Facebook, actually we're not on Twitch. We're still on. Actually, I might think about doing a Twitch account for us too, because I created one for AFN. They do podcasts on there as well. So shoot, we're gonna be everywhere y'all can find us. But definitely,
I love it.
You can rewatch, go check out some previous stuff. I've been kind of cutting previous episodes of things that we've done, in case you kind of
love this short clip. Yeah,
a little highlighting of what we've talked about before. Because sometimes people just can't sit and watch a whole hour and a half of the show. So give me a little bit insight of what we talk about in a short little, clip. So you can kind of get a feel what we're talking about, in case you want to join us live while we're doing this and everything. The pickle lady, so she has a
Reggie, we're trying not to go there this time.
Yes, we've had a very nice wholesome.
We had a very wholesome show this time.
We're not cutting up today. We're trying to show you guys we can behave.
We can
on
be
some
serious
episodes
too. Yeah, we could have some sense sometimes.
Now the cut up might be next week. I think we might just have a cut up episode. But we had to have
next week. That's okay. Wednesday is the day before Christmas Eve. Are we going to be on, or are we going to give y'all the break? What do y'all think? Do y'all want to see us come on here and talk shit? Or are y'all going to be all in the Christmas spirit and not thinking about Lush Exchange? Let us know. I would love to know the answer to that question.
I think they're going to be with family. But then again, y'all can cut this on. But because you know what, I didn't think about that. Yes, we are, and I do kind of do in the kitchen.
Last time we took a break, it was the day before Thanksgiving, so we kind of took a break. We were both prepping already and cooking the day before. So I wondered if we were going to come on next week, it being the day before. Look at Reggie.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Yeah, but if we show up in one person viewing, we're gonna be mad.
Right, we ain't here talking to ourselves. I'm gonna be mad and I'm gonna hunt you down, Reggie, sir.
But you know what? That could be something. But if we do it, maybe not as long as we normally go. But let's do something cool for Christmas, though. We can, maybe...
I think we should have a topless talk where we're not even wearing a top. We might wear a Santa. We should have Santa hats. We should wear a Santa hat and not have on a top.
Oh,
if we're on, it's gonna be a topless top. We're not gonna have on no shirt.
Oh, they gonna tune in now.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have a topless top next Wednesday. If y'all gonna be on with us. If y'all not gonna be on, we ain't gonna do it.
Y'all gotta be on. You gotta let us know.
Let us know.
Nikki, you got one more time to raise the left eyebrow up by itself. Do it again. We go together. Get Brian.
Hey, my left eyebrow has a mind of its own. It does what the fuck it wants to do. So
about
that.
Of course.
Yeah, you're looking now, huh?
Mm-hmm. But on that note, people, make sure y'all check out Nikki for real, y'all. If you in that area, make sure y'all check her out, support, because she's gonna be out there for y'all.
And I'll be in Dallas. I'm stepping outside of our Arlington comfort zone, and I'll be in Dallas all damn day. So come see me. There's no charge to get in. Yeah, it's no charge to get in. So y'all come say hi.
You don't have a confidence in your team?
Oh, dang. Who they playing? Oh, that's what I want to know. Who y'all playing?
That's a good question.
Who y'all about to lose to?
Who it is. That's the first. Normally,
I'm excited. Basketball is starting. I know it's just preseason, but
oh yeah, I already been on my little
basketball has started.
I've been doing those type of videos. I'm like, yes, stuff to talk about other than Falcons. Mm-hmm. Saints. Let's see who they play.
Not against the damn Vikings. Are y'all playing the Vikings and you're already planning to lose?
I think so.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vikings. Mm-hmm.
Vikings.
Mm-mm.
We never beat those bastards. Okay.
Maybe y'all will. I mean, don't y'all got a nice little, new person playing quarterback?
The Steelers were undefeated and they just lost. Never know.
You never know. It's COVID season, you never know it.
It's 2020 still. You never know what's gonna happen.
Oh, somebody said he's here. You late.
Darren, you're super late. We're about to get off, but I appreciate you getting on. Go back and watch the whole thing. Or better yet, hit that share button.
Yes, please. Share button right now. Like right now. Everybody that's on here, share.
Right now.
This to all your people. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, people. Like, we really trying to get about 300. I'm trying to get to 400. And we really trying to get to 1,000, but every little climb.
Baby steps. Yeah, baby
steps. But we like 340. Last time I looked, 340 something. So we need to be in the 400s before the end of this year. So if y'all can make that happen, share this to all your people. Tell everybody, come on over. Lush Exchange, the place where y'all need to watch. Share some previous episodes. I don't care. Whatever you got to do to get the word out about us, we'll appreciate it. So.
Hey, and next week we might be doing a topless talk. So there's that.
Ain't sure he don't know what holding on the ball.
See some healing shit. Well,
Father Time Breeze. I don't know. He ain't coming back no time soon. So that's who y'all got to deal with. But on that note, all right. Thank you. I got y'all promotion on the next show on all my pages. Oh, thank you.
Okay, Darren. I'm going to hold you to that.
Okay, I'm looking. I'm going to find him. Darian Crab. I'm going to make sure, sir. All right. So that next time, you guys, we appreciate y'all. Maybe next week.
Bye.
Bye.